I'm Pio. This is Nifty Culture, and I am here with a very, very talented artist of Nifty Culture, Mr. No Creative, also known as Kristian. How's it going, Kristian?
I'm good. I'm outside because it's summer in Denmark and the sun doesn't set.
Yeah, I was just asking you. I was like, is it actually 9 p.m. over there? And you're like, yeah, and just beautiful, beautiful sunny weather. So that's different than United States weather, I would think.
Yeah, I guess so. Like in Scandinavia, and we are very close to the longest day of the year. If it wasn't the longest day of the year yesterday, so yeah, the sun kind of doesn't set here. So I thought I might as well do it where the light is good because inside it's just darker. Yeah.
I hope it inspires creativity.
Well, it did, and we got to talk about it, right?
Let's talk about it. So you have a project that received a bid recently. So this is on SuperRare, right?
This is on SuperRare, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about it. What's going on?
So I was actually doing this piece before Buraks contacted me, but like I just started it up, and Buraks, the collector, he contacted me and he was like, I want to do an exhibition, a VR exhibition, with a bunch of other guys revolving around the summer solstice. Would you care to get in on it? Would you like to be a creator?
And to give context, just to give context, he's a big collector from Montreal.
Yeah, he's a pretty big collector from Montreal, and he has collected one of my pieces before the Fenrir one. And we've been in talks before that, because he really wanted the I can't remember its name now, but the it's a church one too, a cloth one, tapestry. So yeah, he collected Fenrir, and then he contacted me afterwards and was like, I want to do this exhibition in VR, and I've talked to the company called Spatial, who does like VR galleries. Yeah, that's the one. It's gone. And I got distracted there.
Okay, so bottom line
and
is,
he was like, "Yeah, these are the artists are gonna be participating." And he's got like this thing he invited me to which is called 0x Society, where he helps new upcoming artists and established artists too. So yeah, I was all in from the start, and then he like told me what the theme would be. That it would be like the summer solstices, and you can see the piece here. I was already working on this one, and in this one I wanted to dive into like Moroccan architecture, like something more Middle Eastern than I've done. I've been to Denmark, I've been to like Japan, and um, the older parts of Rome, and so on. But in this one, I really had an idea of diving into like the Moroccan stuff because it's so detailed, and I find it so interesting. So I had like got the schematics down from this one, and it just fit very well with with the theme, solstice. So I started playing around with suns, several suns actually. So yeah.
awesome. And so some of the other artists that are featured on this are really, really big name artists, right? Like you talked about a bunch of different artists that are getting involved. I think you said Blake Catherine, a couple other Nifty Gateway artists. So that's really awesome that you've been included in this, and it speaks volumes about the quality of your work.
I was stoked when I found out who were involved in this. Like Inward Sound, I've been a fan of him since like I can remember forever. um, Daniel Taylor, what's his name? Raphael Lacoste, like this huge guy. Who does mad painting, and like I've in like the last couple of months I've gotten to know Clement. Um, but I've been a huge fan of him for a long time too. Like so, and Parrot too was there, and I was like, my God, I'm gonna sit next to these guys. What am I even gonna do here? What am I doing here? Like, so that's amazing.
Yeah, you hold your own. I don't want to hear it. You hold your own, and I'm pumped. You know, so you have one bid at this point, and so yeah, I mean, this project I feel like it's going to generate momentum for you. This is your second piece that's available on SuperRare, and the first piece sold, correct?
Yeah, the first piece sold. Yeah,
For a solid fee.
it's a pretty good floor to start out.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it, but it was probably a solid, you know, haul.
Me and Nikki, it was a collab, right? Me and Nikki was like, I think Nikki is still on the floor breathing, very heavily, and I'm still on the moon. It was Virat, I butcher everyone's names because one thing I'm Danish and second I can't read. So,
No problem. But I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna pull up the other piece that we're in about here, which is this one, this awesome piece that, yeah, like you
yeah.
said, is a collaboration. And so props to Bharat, Crimo right here, that you know, purchased the piece. Definitely got a really, really beautiful one. And yeah, I mean, this is in your style, right? I actually saw Siobhan Wong, who is another friend of the show that we've interviewed with. She called you the floating blanket guy or something like that, the floating sheet guy.
I've got many names like Cloth Father and yeah, the Sheet Man and Tapestry Boy. There's a lot now, and like, yeah, Siobhan is one of my good friends too. Like, I think we started at the same time in the NFT space, and have actually been talking since day one and way before she started in NFT Asia and so on. Like,
Yeah, that's awesome. You have the community with other artists, and now it sounds like collectors are starting to get in touch with you. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on this and we'll cover it as it happens. It's really exciting to see that it already has one bid. So yeah, I mean, what else would you like to kind of talk about that's coming down the pipe, you know, that's upcoming for No Creative, for Kristian?
well, I've got this collab idea with another artist. She's a bit busy at the moment. Like, Tina, reach out. Um, I I tweeted about it the other day that like I want to do a piece that lasts. It's gonna be an animation, right? And it should last for like at least an hour. So I have a problem with minting because that's gonna be a big file. But I have this idea, like, if you had like a big ass screen or like just a quality screen on your wall, and you had this piece sitting there going in super slow motion. Of course, it's probably gonna be some tapestry, but just super 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 slow motion of it just floating there in space with some incredible lighting and incredible textures. I really want to focus on the textures this time. Just have it going in extreme slow motion so that it seems like it's a still image, but every time you pass by it, like, it would have moved, so it would be like an evolving piece, and of course a perfect loop, so you would never see it change unless you just sat like a watching the big hand on the clock or something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, that sounds really cool, man. And like, I feel like framing your work with the intent to have it displayed in a digital display on a wall is the way more and more NFTs are going to be framed when the creators are thinking about them. We just released an interview, you know, by the time this airs, it'll be yesterday, with the CEO of Black Dove, who is a digital display company. And yeah, I mean, I was talking to him about that because I feel like that idea that you just had is so cool for a display. You're going to have to figure out the minting of it because that'll be a huge file, but I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of it.
I might do like just, this is a time lapse for the mint, right? This is the proof that you own it, and then just send the file, and I have the file sitting on Vimeo or something, so that like the collector could get an idea of what the piece really is. Or find, I know that his name is BT. He did like a piece that lasts for a day, with music and all kinds of stuff. And I think it was 2 gigabytes or something. Well, I'll have to look into that, how I would actually execute this. But this, I think the file size in the NFT space is actually really a problem. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out, and so will everyone else as a community. So I just want to let everyone know where they can find you. They can find you on Twitter at NoCreative'sAbode. That's ABODE after No Creative. The name is NoCreative.eth, aka Kristian. On SuperRare, right? You're under No Creative over there. Foundation, same deal, right? Anything I'm missing?
Maker's Place. I think I'm Kristian Levin on Maker's Place. I messed up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, good job, Kristian. Let's go. How many different names can we have now? I'm just kidding. And then No Creative on Instagram too, or is it No Creative Abode on Instagram?
That's No Creative Abode, because like I actually tweeted this out the other day because it's becoming a mess. Like I started out with No Creative Abode because I felt I had no home, and like Abode is a humble home. I felt like I had no home as a creative, and I kind of just did things and messed around. But now I'm like, I have found my home. So now I'm just No Creative, I guess.
Yeah, well, you found a home, man.
Yeah, I'm gradually. Yeah, thank you. Moving away from the Abode and just the No Creative now. So everything's a mess, but I've got a Linktree. Yeah, on my
For sure,
Twitter.
man. And we'll post all that stuff. And we appreciate you coming on and being a friend of the show and being active in the Discord. And definitely everyone join Kristian's Discord too, because you have a Discord.
You're welcome. My DMs are always open. Just hit me up on Twitter, and I'll get back to you. And please, if you have any questions or need any help with anything, just hit me up. My DMs are open, and there's an invite waiting for you to my Discord server called Home. So come on home.
Come on home. Kristian's definitely very helpful. And if any artists are looking for tips on getting into the NFT space, he's a really generous resource that's game to be generous with information and time. So I'm sure artists will appreciate it, Kristian. And we definitely appreciate you coming on. So thanks so much. And we'll continue to cover this story as it unfolds. And I hope that bid goes to the moon.
I hope so too.
See ya.